set. 4.
Hello, beautifuls, and happy Thursday. I am here with the fabulous and beautiful Faith Evans. Hey, as you know, I'm Shamika Sanders, your host of The Buzz Live, and today we are talking about her new album out in stores today.
Midnight.
Tonight, The King and I. It's a duet album with the late Notorious B.I.G., who is about to celebrate, well, you know, his birthday. We're about to celebrate it because, you know, it's Biggie. But tell me about this album. It's a duet album, which means you guys have some unheard verses from Big. Like, what can we expect?
Well, there are some verses that I use that are pretty unheard. Some of them, I actually got to use some reference vocals from when he wrote for Junior Mafia and Little Kim.
Oh.
So there's a couple of songs that you know may have heard that rhyme with C's or Kim saying it on one of JM, but this is actually Big's reference vocal that I used.
Oh
but I also used a lot of his familiar verses, but even those, the way I arranged and kind of chopped up everything and just kind of created new songs around them, I think when you get right to the part that you're like, then it takes a turn to the bridge, you know.
Yeah.
I got to be really creative.
I like that, and I love that you guys continue to, like, keep his music alive. Like, even finding those reference tracks, because we've heard about these big reference tracks. So to finally hear him rapping them is going to be so dope. I love that you mentioned Kim, because you guys recently squashed ages-old beef. What's it like to be cool with Kim after all these years?
Well, correction, because I think people, because if somebody sees a post or, you know, it's like that was something that recently happened.
Yeah.
To be quite honest, my beef with Kim was squashed when Big passed away. I mean, it was really you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But as far as where we are right now, I'm very happy that she's in a different place to where she kind of, you know, she was able to receive my sincerity.
Yes.
And when I, actually it was when we were rehearsing for the tour that I got to ask him to be on the album, and she was like, of course, you know.
I love that. I remember we watched it on Instagram when you were promoting the tour, and we saw y'all dancing and having fun. It was such a joyous moment because it was like sisterhood, and I feel like it was kind of the moment we wanted to see happen for a while. We were like, what would a Kim Faith collabo sound like? And we are finally going to hear that on this album.
Yes.
Yes.
And I never, you know, excuse me, I probably put feelers out there to do a record with her several albums ago. It just didn't happen.
Yeah.
And never did I imagine it would be on the record, you know, that I'm doing with Big, and a song with us both talking about missing him. You know, but God has his way of, you know, making things happen in the way in time that they should, you know.
Won't he do it?
Won't he do it?
Won't he do it? I love that you mentioned.
Sing
I love that you said that and God, because every time I watch you perform, I've seen you perform at Black Girls Rock. I also saw you perform for the Bad Boy concert when it came to Madison Square Garden. It's like a church service. If you wasn't going to church before that, when Faith sings, you are going to church now. How have you kept your vocals so pristine?
Are they? Thank you.
Yes, you can sing.
Well, I mean, my voice has gotten a lot stronger over the years. And I'm honestly, like, it's funny, my first album is a classic to many people.
Yeah.
But I listened to my first album and I'm like, oh my God, I was holding back because I was kind of like,
you were holding back?
I was trying to not sing so I'm in church, you know.
Yeah.
But then all the people that knew me from church, like, you ain't singing like you do in church. And I'm like, well, I'm not in church. I'm making records and hoping to find that medium. But then over the years, I've grown and not, you know, I'm like, I really have, my voice has strengthened. My bottom register has strengthened quite a bit. So I definitely feel more confident vocally. Because I hear that first album, like, oh no, I wanted to change that. But Puff was like, it's the feeling. It's raw. I'm like, okay, it's flat.
That sounds like Puff so much, because we get to watch Puff and we just feel like we know him because we've seen him on Making the Band, we've seen his personally, and we've heard about Puff's story. So can you share a Puff story with us? I love that you still call him Puff too, because I'm like,
I do. I still
is he
call
Diddy
him
or Puff?
He's Puff to me because that's what I call him. I actually recently had to present him with an award, and it was all these big, you know, financial people, and it was like Sean, and I had to just go, I said Puff, and I was like, well, I call him Puff because he had Sean Combs, and I was like, I mean, Mr. Combs, I'm sorry, I call him Puff.
Mr. Combs. So what is a Puff story that you have? I mean, so you're talking about, let's talk about, I guess, take it back to the first album when you were trying to find that medium between gospel and pop, because I know that that's a thing. People were like, keep the church at church. So what was something that Puff did that you remember about that?
Well, not so much in the studio. To be quite honest, before I got my deal, I was already like pretty self-contained in recording and producing myself, but it was just a hobby. It's not like I had this big dream of being a recording artist.
Okay.
I always wanted to make money with my gift, and then over the years, I realized I could write songs, and I used to sneak out the house to go to the studio with this dude in the Bronx. Shout out to Tyrone, who taught me how to record myself. So by the time I met Puff, I wasn't there. I was there as somebody's ride to the studio. And they needed somebody to sing one little line on this Usher's first album, and they were like, she could sing, and then I came in and I listened. I was like, can I change it around, Mr. Puffy?
Mr. Puffy.
I didn't know him. I'm all with my church outfit on, you know. And he said, okay. And I went in that booth and murdered it, honey. I came out and stacked it up and, you know, rearranged it. And literally as soon as I came out, he asked me to sign to Bad Boy. So that was a different thing. I think because when we met, I was already kind of, that was an area of expertise sort of for me. So in studio, he would come in and give his opinion, but I was always pretty self-contained in the studio. I do have a funny thing that a lot of people may not know, but in the beginning of my career, and before Puff had like, you know, the staff walking behind his every step, he used to walk me to the tanning salon every day when Bad Boy was on 19th Street.
He made you get a tan?
I'm very pale. I have a little, you know, Sally Hansen.
I got a little
Sally Hansen
right
bronze today. But yeah, I'm very, very pale.
Okay.
And I was like, well, I just had a baby. I need to lose. He's like, we got that. I got that. We're going to tan you up. He would walk and wait for me to come out of the tanning salon every day. I mean, we were really, you know, it felt like very much like family.
Oh, I mean, the Bad Boy family is a family. So you guys recently went on tour. What was that like, going back and reuniting with everybody once? Well, I mean... Okay, after you answer that, then I'm gonna ask you. I'm like, what was your favorite part of the tour? But first, what was it like, you know, reuniting with everybody and being a family again?
For me, the Bad Boy tour wasn't so much of a reunion in terms of connecting, because I pretty much keep in touch with almost all of them. I mean, you know what I'm saying? We do shows together quite a bit, like whether it's a promoter booking me in Total, or me in Total and Carl, or, you know, some combination of us. We've all, you know, seen each other, but I do actually keep in touch with people. But it was actually the first time I was on tour with the whole family. Okay. You know, obviously Big's not here, but back in the day when they did the whole Bad Boy thing, that was my moment of, I'm not doing that because I didn't want to be a part of the drama, you know, with what was going on in my marriage at the time. So therefore, I declined to go. So this was my first time doing this a Bad Boy family tour. So it was great because, you know, I've never been a part of a production on that level. And it was also great to get to see them every day, you know, even though it's not unfamiliar to be around the family, but it was wonderful. And I got a chance to get that Lil' Kim feature and collab that everybody been waiting for.
Yes. Sometimes, you know, it's those moments. We both got the shoulders out today. We are giving the cold shoulder.
We talking with our hands.
I know. We talking with our hands. We got our shoulders down. It's hot out here, y'all. We in New York. It's like 90-something degrees outside.
It is warm.
But we're gonna enjoy it because summertime is coming. But what was your favorite act to watch? Obviously besides yourself, but like when you're on the tour, because Bad Boy music is just, it's such a movement. Like it's like everyone remembers where they were when they heard that Biggie verse, or when they heard like, can't you see? That's my joint right there.
Here she goes. She wants to be an alto in somebody's choir.
But what is your favorite moment from the Bad Boy tour?
To be quite honest, once I was ready for whatever my next, you know, outfit, I would stand back under the stage and watch the monitor and really get teary-eyed watching. You know, I mean, don't get me wrong, no slight to Puff or Mace, but you know, I feel like they were so huge and, you know, they had, but like for people like Total, especially because the three of them had, I didn't even realize it was 16 or something years since Keisha had performed with them. I didn't realize it was that long. Either. But to see the fans, the way they reacted to them, I was just like, I felt such pride for them, like, oh, that's so dope. Cute. I was getting teary-eyed, like, it was just dope. And like you said, it was just a reminder of the movement that Bad Boy was, you know, and that the music still remains to give people a certain feeling, because every show was lit, even the ones where I felt like my sound was off, but, you know, I could have done better. I don't know if the audience received it, but everybody said it was the best show they ever seen.
It was.
Or if not the best, one of the best. And to know that I was a part of it is, you know, that's a beautiful thing.
It's the music. You can do no wrong at a Bad Boy concert. I'm just like, play the music and let us just rock out, because that's what it was. I want to get into some of these questions and comments. People are watching live. Vicky says, Faith and Kim worked it out. Praise hands.
Hey,
yes,
glory.
Yes, glory. Joanne Gregg, you're such a lady. Love you, Faith.
Oh, thank you.
Joanne is laughing again at Mr. Puffy, LOL. Jeanette says, miss hearing your beautiful voice, Faith, but you will hear it on The King and I because it's coming out tonight at midnight, so that means you can grab it starting tonight. I'm pretty sure there's a pre-sale somewhere.
It's been up for pre-order.
Okay. Yeah.
But
so
I mean,
they ain't gonna get it yet. You ain't gonna get it yet. But you can order it now, and it will be in your inbox or wherever, you know, how you listen to music as soon as it drops. So, final words on The King and I, and let them know where they could follow you and everything.
Real quick, though, for you who saying you miss my voice, I actually had 3 independent albums. You can go get them, because you may not have known they were out there. Anyway, they all had Grammy nominations, I must say. So it was good music to somebody.
We'll drop them in there.
You can, King and I'm just excited, you know, I want people to be able to get into the whole movie of it, because it's a musical movie, and I'm just so excited about it, and thank you guys for having me. Shout out to my faithfuls, everybody, all the big fans.
Team Fizzy.
Team Fizzy,
Is it Team Fizzy? It's Team Fizzy,
One
right?
day, Brick City represent.
Yes. Okay, guys, so we're going to go listen to some more Faith. Hopefully she bought a copy for us that we can have.
I do.
We're going to drop where you can get the album in the comment sections. You guys keep it going, and have a good day. We'll be back later for Chick Chat. Stay tuned.
Bye.